Hey everyone, this is Dr. Sarah from Geek Parenting Podcast. As most of you know, and for those of you who don't, we have joined the Hello Sweetie Podcast Network, which means you can find us along with all of your favorite podcasts on the Hello Sweetie Network Facebook page. And you can follow everybody there, check us all out, and enjoy this promo from our friends over at Cinema Queens.
Now, sissy that wow.
Hey there! Are you queer or some variation of it? Well, I'm Chris, and this is my co-host,
Adam. And welcome to Cinema Queens, where we talk about queer cinema.
Each week, we watch beloved queer classics, discuss them, review them,
and cover a whole cluster of topics from our favorite scenes,
what they mean to us,
how it relates to our current world,
and the best part, the cherry on top of the sundae, happens to be...
gay rants!
So prepare your ear holes!
And listen to us Queens talk cinema. New episodes drop every Monday on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher.
Bye-bye!
That is totally irresponsible parenting.
Not according to the internet.
Where on the internet?
Dax, it's time for your bath.
But I missed my show.
Don't argue with me, young man. Just do it.
This is our dad.
I'm the professor.
Yeah, he made us in his laboratory by accident. Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident, too.
You're my children, and I love you, but you're all terrible.
Hi.
Hi.
It's been a while.
It has.
How long has it been? Like at least a month, right?
Adjusting the microphone. Yeah. It's hard to do when you're not sitting at it.
Yeah.
Squeaky squeaking.
This is Geek Parenting Podcast.
Insert annoying fanfare here.
Wah, 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 which Lily does really well and then dabs too.
Oh, joy.
So we are at Watchtower Cafe, which is at 1588 South State Street in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're drinking coffee and doing stuff, recording. It's only me and Johnny today, so...
regarding the tip jar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So go on YouTube or Facebook and look at Watchtower Cafe. If you recognize the woman who stole out of the tip jar, let Watchtower know. Hi, Lily. No, go sit, please. Because we're talking about Con, Lily. Please don't do this. Okay? Go sit down.
Oh, I would have smacked her face for that.
I know. She bit me like 2 weeks ago. She actually bruised me. I smacked her face then.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but I was like, ow, that hurt. Anyway, this is Dr. Sarah. You can find me on, of course, here, Geek Parenting Podcast, producing Heroes Feast. I'm no longer playing D&D with the lunch group, but I am producing still. And also on Push My Buttons Podcast, where you can find us on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we're streaming almost every day. So go ahead and follow us. We're trying to hit affiliate.
There you go.
And then across the table for me is Mr. Johnny on the boards.
Yep, I'm Johnny on the boards. You can find me in the bushes outside of your house. Not many other places. I'm slightly active on Twitter these days because I don't use the Facebook. I have it so I can use Messenger, but I don't Facebook.
It's okay.
So.
It's just water.
Or Instagram, both of those white enchilada one.
Yep. Instagram's fun. You got some fun Instagram pictures on there.
Yeah. I try when I remember.
So last weekend was Comic-Con. FanX, not Comic-Con. Sorry.
The artist formerly known as Salt Lake Comic-Con.
Yep. FanX 2018. It was a fun weekend. I got to experience some fun stuff that I haven't done in a while. Had some fun dip.
Fun dip?
Fun dip.
Oh.
Yeah. So...
the stick was always my favorite part.
Yep. That's what she said.
It could have been.
So, how was your con?
Good. My con's all about day drinking.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I was pretty much drunk all day on both Friday and Saturday.
I was there Thursday and Friday. Saturday, I just went up to Oktoberfest.
Yeah. Yeah, I had photo ops on Friday and Saturday, so.
Oh, man, I heard that was a clusterfuss on Friday.
It was a mess.
So I was there for like a minute Saturday to meet with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to get an autograph, and they're waiting in line. And I'm like, oh, let me go get you guys coffee. I know you need some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have some passable coffee there. If you go to the place that actually makes
the
drinks,
the fresh brewed stuff, yeah.
So I go out there, and in this open area, this foyer, I don't know, but they have like what seemed like dozens of tables with hundreds of pictures because their photo op thing stopped working the night before.
I had to go pick up my Evangeline Lilly picture there.
Yeah.
They're like, come back after 5. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Like, are you?
What about the people that can't be there on Saturday?
Exactly.
I'm like, I didn't even have a picture in there, and I was so mad.
I know. It was It was a real mess. And
I'm sure the people in charge are passing that buck just as hard as they can instead of taking any accountability. I don't know that. That's just my guess.
Yeah.
Because that seems like their MO.
Epic took responsibility for it. They sent out an email to all of us who had photo ops.
Yeah.
Apologizing, saying they've never had anything like that happen before, so they weren't prepared for it. It was a mess, though. But I had some great photo ops. I got to meet Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things, Lucy Lawless, and Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
I have a good Lucy Lawless story.
Okay.
So I decided I was going to go up and get my picture autographed because it's Lucy Lawless. I decided I was going to spend some extra money, which I wasn't supposed to do, but I did anyway. So I was up there, and I'm in line, and she comes out, and I go up, and I start talking to her about how I use Xena for my gender studies class, and she's like, is it still relevant? And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's super relevant. And then I told her about how Lily loves Xena Warrior Princess, and she's like, oh, my God, give me a hug. And so Lucy Lawless was like, hugged me. She asked me for a hug, not the other way around. It was amazing.
Nice.
And I loved it. And she's so funny. Her panel was hilarious. She and Renee O'Connor were hilarious.
Yeah, I almost never go to panels.
I didn't go to a lot of panels this time. I was really just wandering. I wandered the floor a lot. And I spent way more money than I wanted to. I spent $180 on a dice set that was made out of amethyst and a wormwood box to hold them, made out of purple heart wood. So that was my big purchase of the con.
Yeah, I didn't buy much of anything, really.
Really? Not even art?
I didn't see anything that grabbed me.
Yeah. I had Danny Powers, who is a friend of Watchtower Cafe and a lot of the geek community, commissioned me a picture of Overwatch of Brigitte and Sebastian. So that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never touched Overwatch, and I have no intention. Overwatch and Fortnite, I have no intention of ever playing.
Yeah. So I have to also talk about the D&D room and the tabletop gaming, which is run by Michael Sonora. They asked him a week before the con was going on to run it because they had no one to run it.
Hey, by the way.
And he did a great job. He managed to get a local shop in to sell stuff in the tabletop gaming room. The tables were almost always full of D&D players.
Do you want to tell us what shop or no?
I think it was Endzone Games in Clearfield.
Okay. I've heard of them. I've been up there.
Yeah, they're in Clearfield. They're up north. So, but yeah, they were really awesome. Yeah, I spent some time talking to them about some of the D&D stuff that's coming out and had a lot of fun. By Saturday night, I was so exhausted. I was just sitting up there in the D&D room like I was completely zoned out. Like I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just like, I am tired. Yeah, people were talking to me. I'm like, what?
I had a room at the Marriott on Friday night and went up there for a minute and ended up napping for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I got a room at Snowbird on Saturday, so I could Oktoberfest responsibly.
Yeah, I did my usual Monaco.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had 3 flasks of rum to last me all 3 days. They were gone by Saturday afternoon, so I had to rely on beer.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
I ran into Michael Rooker walking the floor. That was interesting. He was just wandering the floor. He had security with him, but he was at a booth, and I just kind of turned the corner. He was there. I was like, oh, hi. He was like, hi. I'm like, nice to meet you. Shook hands. That was it.
Nice. Yeah, we have you know what? I'm not going to give away my secrets on the show. I don't want everyone else doing it, so never mind. I took the kids on Thursday. Thursday's my day to have them, so we went, and I got them each a little something.
What did they pick?
Wendy. Oh, I've never used her real name. Her name is Wendy. That's my youngest. She loves Winnie the Pooh, and we got one of the Christopher Robin Eeyore Pops. Eeyore is her favorite. So she got that, and then Chloe, the 10-year-old, got a Hufflepuff pocket watch, much to my chagrin.
Nice.
So.
You don't like Hufflepuffs?
No, I have no problem with Hufflepuff. I just told her that a 10-year-old doesn't need a pocket watch.
Yes, she does, Dad. Pocket watches are the best. What are you talking about?
I don't even want to get into it.
I found my Okoye Pop. I about died when I found her.
Oh, nice.
She was $60.
Oh, is that all?
Every penny. Yeah, I would have paid like $200 for her. And I got her from a group of Comic-Con people, or people who were out in New York City.
Okay.
So they'd come here. It was their first time here at Salt Lake, and they were doing really good, they said.
Nice.
So I was super excited to get that.
Oh, man, I feel like I screwed up. I usually, like, every other con, I've bought a book, and I didn't this time.
You didn't buy a book?
No, I didn't even think about it.
I was gifted a book by my friend Hannah. She's an author. This is the 4th book in her series. It's called Still Time. Mm-hmm. They're really good, so I highly recommend them.
Steel as in the metal, not steel as in thievery.
Still Victory, Still... I can't remember the name of the other 3. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's okay.
Still victory, still magic, still blood, and still time.
Yeah,
so, it's a good series.
So Friday, get there, and I'm not kidding. Like, the con is entirely about day drinking for me. That's not in any way an exaggeration. So it's like 9 or 10. It's right before they let in general admission, which I think was 9:45.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law and we were like, hey, I don't have a beer in my hand. This needs to be remedied immediately. So we're heading over to get a beer. And we're kind of going the long way because we don't want a bottle. We wanted a cup.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but whatever. Walking over there. And, I'm always looking around. And I see this kid, Lily's age, maybe a little younger, has that look. And I'm like, hey, Andy, my brother-in-law.
Yeah. The scared look.
Is this kid lost? So I kind of watch him for a minute. And he's definitely like, head's just
like,
darting
where am I?
from,
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, hey, buddy, are you lost? And he looks terrified when I talk to him. And I'm like, hey, I'm a stranger. I'm a big, scary guy. I get it. So I'm like, hey, go get security or a volunteer. I'm going to make sure this kid doesn't get...
wander off.
Yeah, or get, grabbed up.
Yeah.
So we get the kid to security, and, they paged the parents. And we were like, oh, man, that sucked. That poor kid.
And this was before the con was even open? I went
before GA.
Was
like when
he,
VIP and Gold and us could be in.
It was like, even on Thursday, it was like insanely busy.
Yeah.
And I've taken to, because we have our special passes, I've taken to wandering the floor for at least an hour before it even opens to VIP.
Right.
That's when I do my shopping,
right.
Which is really nice. That's how I got my Okoye Pop. So.
Yeah. So then later that same day, find another one.
Are you serious?
And this poor kid is much less subtle than the first one. This kid is like screaming.
Oh man.
And this made me so mad. People are actively walking around her
as she's screaming
for her dad.
What the hell, people?
Right? So, luckily, what was the big Evermore? Was that the big house? The big one of their people took care of her because I was about to.
Yeah, but somebody else grabbed her. Oh my God, what a mess!
People were just like wandering around her, and I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me!
Jesus Christ!
Sorry, Stefan, for the language.
Yep. Hey, well, we haven't had an episode for a while. Can we not say for work?
Well, it's just there's no other way to put that. I was so upset by that. That has upset me more than anything else I've seen.
Wow.
So.
Guys, if you see a lost kid, don't just walk around them. Help them out, please.
And if they're afraid of you, it's because you're a stranger.
Yeah,
but
address it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Try to divide and conquer if you can, like I did. Have somebody go find security, and you make sure the kid's not getting grabbed up.
Yeah. That's terrible.
But
anyway,
other than that, I had a great time.
I had a good time too, other than being super exhausted on Saturday evening, just crashing to the hotel afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we have some parenting stuff going on, right? You had a story you wanted to tell.
So school has been in for a little while now, but during that first week of school, my ex-wife sends me a text telling me Chloe doesn't want to be in the carpool. She wants to ride her bike to school. Now, they don't go to the neighborhood school that's just a few blocks away. They're in dual immersion, and that school is like 3 miles away across a very busy street.
That's a gigantic nope.
Yeah. Well, and she's like, what do I do? And Chloe's very stubborn. She's not going to just accept no because you tell her no. So I said, okay, here's what you do. Because she was looking for, what do I do? I don't know how to deal with this. I'm like, all right, well, tell her to get on her bike. You get in the car, and you tell her to pedal over there right now. This was like 3-4 in the afternoon. And I'm like, let her see what it's like.
Yeah, follow along in the car.
Yeah, she got about 2/3 of the way there and decided nope.
Good.
So.
Yeah, that's a long way to go back and forth on a bike.
And the street is, like I said, it goes on to the 201. It's a very busy,
Yeah.
I can't remember, like a 6-lane road. It's a very busy street. So.
Jeez. Well, I'm glad you at least let her try it out for herself. Sometimes that's what you got to do when they're stubborn like that.
Like, all right, do it then. And then if she did successfully do it, I was going to be like, okay, now ride back.
Yeah.
and then time it and say like, okay, now you have to wake up this much earlier to get to school on your bike.
Yep.
Which would probably be, I don't know, a good hour or so.
Wow. And it's getting darker in the morning anyway, so that's, man, talk about safety issues.
Yeah.
Lily's been doing pretty good. I've only had
Good.
one phone call from the teacher, and it was because she talked to another kid during the test.
Oh.
So nothing major as of yet. I'm sure that will change as the weeks go on.
No, I'm not going to tell you the answer to number 25 is Guam.
It was a math test, and there's another little kid in the class, and I guess they kind of clash a little bit, but they get each other in trouble all the time. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
But have you watched Iron Fist?
The first 2 episodes, Davos annoys me way more than Danny Rand ever did. Mm-hmm. But that's as far as I
So
am.
I am on
Davos?
I'm on episode 8. I just started episode 8 last night. I really like this season.
Yeah.
It's so much better than the first.
The fight choreography has stepped up.
It's amazing. Misty and Colleen. Can I just get a Misty and Colleen show? Please?
Yeah.
Because it would be so good.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Marvel, Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man the game.
The Spider-Man game.
Yep, I've been playing that.
So have I. What do you think so far?
I've really enjoyed it. So
it's super open world.
It drops you into a mission you have to complete, and then after that it just leaves it up to you. And I did every side mission I could before I did any story missions.
I've been playing it since Friday. All I've really done so far, I did the Fisk mission.
Right. That's the opener.
Yeah, that's the opener. And then I got the new suit. And now I've just, unlocked all the antennas, and I've unlocked all the backpacks. So now I need to advance the story because I want to be able to go and find all those landmarks that you're supposed to take pictures with. So.
Yeah, see, I beat all of Fisk's hideouts. Not hideouts. Anyway.
His sites.
Right. And it's telling me to do, they have these little goals. I'm like, I don't know how to do any of these. So as soon as I did the next story mission, I learned how to do all of that. I was oh, okay, well, I guess you can go back and do them.
I am so bad at combat. I can swing, and I can, but combat, I'm like, I keep getting my butt kicked.
Once I learned how to do stealth, that is my jam.
Oh, stealth?
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's in a story mission where they actually walk you through it.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, it literally took me probably 30 minutes to beat Fisk. The last fight, he was so hard, and there's so many moves. It's hard to know which button you're pressing to do what, because there's so many combos.
Should I dodge? Should I swing?
Yeah,
should I punch?
I was dodging a lot in that. It was punch, 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 dodge.
Yeah.
I finally got the rhythm down and beat him, but it was hard as hell.
Yeah, I think he beat me 2, maybe 3 times before I finally got him.
Yeah.
And I'm playing on not the easy, but the middle one.
And I'm playing on the easy.
I'm playing amazing.
See, I always play my first playthrough is always on easy because I'm playing it for story.
Right.
And then next time I play through, I usually go up to the normal because I don't like super hard. I don't play games for challenges. I like the stories.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing Dead Souls anytime soon.
I played Bloodborne for 30 minutes and said, hell no.
And,
I'm done.
If that's your thing, great.
I've seen people. I see people who are really good at it and who do speed runs of it, and I'm like,
that is not me.
No, thank you. I will never play Bloodborne ever again.
But yeah, I pre-ordered the game months ago, so I got some extra skill points and a couple extra suits.
Nice. I pre-ordered Fallout 76. They kind of talked me into it.
I will
GameStop
now that I know more about it.
Yeah, when I picked up Spider-Man, they're like, "You want Fallout 76?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." Because I'm still hesitant about the online stuff.
I had a conversation with a guy at the GameStop yesterday or Friday about the online stuff, and it sounds like it's not going to be like World of Warcraft or EverQuest where everybody's just around. Mm-hmm. There's only going to be a limited number of people on the server.
Smaller number on servers.
He said it doesn't. I don't know if he pulled that number out of his back pocket or what.
No, I think that sounds about right. But I also know my concern was the nukes and people just nuking each other all the time. But you have to collect nuke codes.
Right.
So you literally
have
to work with which you literally have to work with other people to get an entire nuke code.
And if you use the nuke code, it spawns stronger enemies which have better drops.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a reason to do it, not just screw with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way he told it to me, or the way he explained it to me, rather, sounded really good. You know, if you're just some a-hole that's going around trying to pop everybody, well, that's going to put a target on your back.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that.
Yeah.
Under level 5, you're not even supposed to be able to do PvP at all.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That'll help. That'll make it easier for people who want to just kind of.
Yeah, and he was saying if somebody shoots you and you don't shoot back and they just take you out,
Yeah.
that also puts a target on their back.
Nice.
So
you could play
sounds
this
like
as a total
Bethesda's-
pacifist.
Yeah, Bethesda seems like they're taking a proactive approach.
Yeah.
to-
Well, they've
to
learned. I
trolls.
think they've learned a lot from Elder Scrolls Online. So they've kind of seen what's worked there and what hasn't worked, and they're putting it into Fallout now.
Yeah, one thing I liked. I don't know if you ever played Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
They had if they caught you cheating on that, they would put all the cheaters on their own server and just let them cheat away.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that was so great.
How can you cheat on that?
Aim bots,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's another game I really liked.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And the online PvP is not my favorite type of game.
No, it's not. I would much rather just kind of do a story-based solo playthrough.
Yeah, like Spider-Man is I'm fine with that. I need to bump
totally
into
cool
other
with that.
Spider-Man in New
I
York
love
City.
just like flying around. I went up to the top of the World Trade Center and jumped off and was
Oh,
just
yeah.
flying down and getting speed roll. It was so fun. But Spider-Man is a beautiful game. They've done a really good job. I mean, it looks like New York. Like if you know New York, if you've ever been to New York, you're going to recognize different places you go to. All of the Marvel spots are there.
Right.
I've already found Oscorp. I've found Roxxon.
The Wakandan embassy.
I haven't found the Wakandan embassy yet, but Luke, who I do Push My Buttons podcast with, found the New York Sanctum. He found
I found
the law offices of Murdoch and Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
He
Yay,
found
Foggy.
yeah, you can find Fogwell's gym. You can find there's so many different things you can find. Rand Industries.
Oh yeah.
I want to go explore Harlem and find the barbershop and
Oh, you
Harlem
want to find
Paradise.
Pops?
Yeah, I want to.
Oh.
I think you can. I mean, it would be stupid if you couldn't.
Right.
You know.
Or just an oversight, but they could patch that.
Yeah.
Like they patched
Yeah.
the. Somebody wanted to propose to their girlfriend in the game, and right before the game came out, they broke up.
Oh no.
So Insomniac had to patch it real quick, so that it wasn't there
jeez.
anymore.
That's
Poor guy.
great. That's funny. That's sad though.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of geek news we need to talk about.
What is it?
Mr. Cavill is out as Superman.
I did see that, and I read a complete speculation, I think, about because I read the first news source where I saw that story said something about Michael B. Jordan.
It's a
considered.
rumor, and people just shit themselves.
I did in a good way.
No, yeah, I did too. I was like, hell yeah, I'd
He's a
take
great
I'd take a
actor.
Michael B. Jordan Superman.
I'm like, he was so fantastic as Killmonger. I didn't see Fant Forstick.
You didn't see what?
Fant Forstick.
I didn't see that either. But he's in Fahrenheit 451, which is an HBO movie, which he's also really goddamn good in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see him as Superman. Why not?
Yeah, I don't care what color Superman is.
Neither do I. And if you do,
But I also don't care
if you're
if
that
you,
person,
I don't care
stop.
if you protest during the anthem either.
Yeah. So Henry Cavill is out of Superman. I'd like to know why, and I'm wondering if it's because he's getting involved in The Witcher on Netflix.
Yeah,
He's been cast as Geralt. So it'd be interesting to know why he's out, what's going on there. But
I think they did they didn't say creative differences. They said
No.
scheduling.
yeah. So my guess is it's The Witcher.
Yeah.
So because he's going to be
Or they're gonna make
in that.
50 more Mission Impossible movies.
Oh God. I haven't seen the new one. Did he survive Fallout?
I saw 1 and 2.
Yeah. I haven't
Way
seen
back
the
in the
new one.
90s.
So my guess is he probably didn't survive that. He seemed like he was a bad guy.
I don't know.
So I don't know. He does his little arm pump thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just don't be that person. Who cares if Superman is black? It's Superman.
Yeah.
The story is timeless. It doesn't matter.
And I agree, but hey.
Yeah. So
Was there any other?
I don't know if there's any other news.
James wanted us to mention that Venom got a PG-13
13 rating.
and we were questioning the amount of F words and boobs that were going to be
and
as
butts.
a result.
How
And
many?
butts.
How many did we say? Like 2 full butts, right?
Right, and some under boob sweat.
Under boob sweat. Tom Hardy under boob sweat.
Yeah.
So Venom is PG-13, which seems a little odd to me.
It should be rated R just for
Yeah.
that horrible, horrible accent.
You don't like Tom Hardy, do you?
I like him fine. I thought he was fantastic as Mad Max.
Yeah. Oh, he was. Well, yeah, but he didn't talk in that.
Right. That's true.
You didn't really talk in that at all.
Okay, what have I seen him in that he talked?
Did you see? He was in a romantic comedy where he talked quite a bit, but his actual British accent,
which I'm sure is fine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
he was the one with Chris Pine and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, that's the romantic comedy.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
He was in.
I want to see him in Bronson.
In which?
He plays. I think it's Great Britain's. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Like one of their most infamous inmates.
Really?
Yeah. Renamed himself Charles Bronson, and he's a total badass in prison. Yeah.
I'd watch that. He
got yoked for that too.
Really? I think he was in one with Shia LaBeouf where they were like moonshiners.
Really?
Yeah.
That
that was actually a really good movie. But again, he had his accent. He was really hard to understand. He kind of mumbles. He's a mumbler. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to see it just to see it.
Yeah, what little I have heard of him in that, he sounds like he's going really nasally.
He always goes really nasally though. Yeah. So I don't know. But I do like him because he likes dogs. He's known for his dog love. That sounded bad. Sorry, Stefan.
Jeez. That's it. We're done.
Are we done?
Just kidding. I don't know. Was there anything else we wanted to discuss?
I really haven't been on Facebook much, so I haven't seen much news.
Yeah, other than hurricanes and
things like that. Hurricane.
Be safe if you're affected by that.
Yep. Please be safe.
And be kind if you're not.
Yep. Always be kind. Run fast. Laugh hard. Be kind.
Yeah, Tui, he's in a meeting. He thought he might be able to join us, but we kind of figured he wouldn't. He's very busy. James is out of town. Amber's
working on films. She's working on some movies for Hallmark and Lifetime, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she's doing art design stuff for that. So.
Well, then she needs to get me to meet Rachel Lee Cook, and who else is doing a lot of those these days?
Like Jenny Garth. I think Jenny Garth did a lot. I don't know. I can't remember. I never watch any of them.
Danica McKellar, maybe.
Danica McKellar.
I don't want to hit on him. I just want to meet him.
All right.
I try not to be creepy when I'm not in your bushes. Russell.
He's just creepy when he's in the bushes.
That's right.
That's what she said?
Yes.
All right, let's stick a fork in it. Did you just boot me with a lightsaber?
Up, and orale!
Here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.